Apis mellifica basically acts on cellular tissues, causing edema of skin and mucous membranes. There is great swelling and puffing up of various parts. Edema with pitting upon pressure is a general condition that may be present in any inflammatory state. Stinging pains, soreness, intolerance of heat, slightest touch, and afternoon aggravation are some of the general guiding symptoms of Apis. Erysipelatous inflammations, dropsical effusions, anasarca, acute inflammation of kidneys, and other parenchymatous tissues are characteristic pathologic states corresponding to Apis. Apis acts especially on the outer parts, skin, coating of inner organs, serous membranes, etc. It produces serous inflammation with effusions in the membranes of brain, heart, pleura, etc. Apis is an antisoric remedy of strumous constitution. It is given for enlarged glands, indurated cirrhosis or open cancer. It is said that Apis is a great friend of the woman, especially adapted to widows, children and girls. Ailments from jealousy, fright, rage, vexation, bad news, bad effects of acute exanthema, imperfectly developed and suppressed like zincum met, measles and urticaria. Apis is predominantly a right-sided remedy. It generally affects right side like enlargement or dropsy of right ovary or right testis. Symptoms proceed from right to left. This direction is an Apis feature in many other aspects. The direction of symptoms in Rustox and allium cepa is from left to right and from above downwards in lachesis. And it is a hot patient, that is, the symptoms are aggravated from heat. Coming to mental generals, the individuals who need this remedy are irritable, nervous, fidgety, and are hard to please. There is apathy, indifference, and unconsciousness, with weeping disposition, and are despondent and discouraged like pulsatilla. There is this feature with this remedy: the individual acts awkward and drops things while handling them like bovista and natrum mur. Sudden shrill screams from children while waking or sleeping like Helleborus niger, belladonna and zincum met. Extreme sensitive to touch like lachesis, belladonna, hepar sulph and china. Cannot concentrate when attempting to read or study. Apis is a great pain remedy and it is of burning, stinging type with great soreness, suddenly migrating from one part to another like calibi, lachesis and pulsatilla. Aversion to tight bandage like lachesis is present in Apis. Vertigo with sneezing, worse on lying down and closing the eyes, heavy sensation in the occiput, extending to neck which is better on pressure, bag-like sensation under eyes is the Apis feature, whereas over the eyes is calicarb and around the eyes is phosphorus. There is serous exudation, edema, sharp pains and suppurative inflammation of eyes like keratitis with intense chemosis of ocular conjunctiva, staphyloma of cornea following suppurative inflammation and stys. Apis is full of dropsy, coldness of the tip of nose which is red, swollen, inflamed with sharp pains. Face is waxy, pale and swollen. Tongue is fiery red, swollen, sore and raw with vesicles and has raw beef-like appearance like ferrum met. There is no appetite and is generally a thirstless remedy except during chill stage of intermittent fever. Gums and uvula are also swollen and ulcers on tonsils. Sensation of fish bone in throat. Craving for milk, generally cold milk like rustox and also craves for sour things. Laryngitis, feels as if he could not draw another breath as in case of pleurisy. Feels suffocated as if every breath would be his last, especially in dropsical condition and in heat stage of intermittent fever. Constipation, there is sensation in abdomen as if something tight would break if much effort were used. Diarrhea of drunkards in eruptive diseases, especially if eruption be suppressed, involuntary from every motion as though anus was wide open, like Phosphorus pulsatilla and Sickle cornutum, and is generally of cholera infantum type. In incontinence of urine with great irritation of the parts, edema of hands and feet, dropsy without thirst, whereas aceticum acidum and epocinum is with thirst, menses suppressed with cerebral and head symptoms, especially in young girls. Epis is an excellent remedy for both remittent and intermittent fever with afternoon chills with thirst like ignatia, especially around 3 p.m. Sweat stage is absent or very slight. Child is one side twitching and other side motionless and is very drowsy and sudden starting during sleep. For hemorrhoids after confinement, that is after the end of pregnancy, if symptoms agree, it can be homeopathically used in the conditions like dropsy, erysipelatous inflammation, anasarca, vertigo, blepharitis, conjunctivitis, optic neuritis, keratitis, chemosis, and staphyloma. Also used for meningitis, hydrocephalus, convulsions, acute albuminuria, abscess, apoplexy, asthma, Bright's disease, carbuncle, constipation. Also for cancerous affections, diarrhea, gangrene, for both remittent and intermittent fever, kidney affections, menstrual troubles, rheumatism, skin affections, tumors, urinary troubles, and finally a very useful remedy to consider for hemorrhoids after confinement, that is after the end of pregnancy and retention of urine in infants. Coming to modalities of this drug, symptoms are aggravated after sleeping like lachesis in closed environment, after covering or heat, from getting wet like rustox, from touch or pressure. There is a time aggravation for this remedy, and that is typically they are worse around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Most often their problems are worse on the right side and worse on lying down, and ameliorated in open air from uncovering, cold bathing. Pains are ameliorated by coughing, walking, or changing position, and on sitting erect. Epis is complementary to natrum mur and also baryta carb if lymphatics are involved. Its inimical is rustox. This agrees when used either before or after rustox. Arsenic and pulsatilla follows Epis well. Antidoted by cantharides, china, iodum, and digitalis. Has cured scarlatina albuminuria after cantharides, digitalis. Helleborus niger failed.